Hello and welcome to Alma. This is episode 14. Actually, it's episode 13, but I never, I never note or never make an episode 30. Well, I won't say never, but most of the time. Any case, let's get going. As you can see, plenty of snow. Just snow wherever you go. Pretty thick as well, so we're going to have to start by working out and learning how to use some winter equipment. Right, I think we need to get started. I should go and see whether the road is also going to need to be dealt with. So there are some challenges that are going to be posed. First thing I'm going to do is I've decided I'm going to use a snow blower. Let's get the big John Deere out. We'll get the snow blower. It's not awfully expensive. I think it only requires about 90 horsepower. But I think it's going to be easier than using snow plows. So let's just get one of those bought. Let's have a look and see. So I think it'll be under winter equipment. There we go. It's just we've got a lot of snow to get rid of, so I think the blower will be more efficient. I suppose I should have thought, I just saw it there, thought about salting. We'll worry about that in the next month to see whether that makes any difference. As I say, I'm not very experienced in the winter equipment. This is the first time I'm using a snowblower. I've used a snowplow a couple of times, not very often. In any event, let's get this hooked up. We'll take it out just to the left of the horse paddock as a bit of a test, just to see how it works, and then we'll work from there. So I'm not going to clear every single inch of the farm of snow. I'm just going to make some tracks, open up some working areas in front of the animal barns, and of course we'll have to make a track into town so that we can deliver milk. We do have some ketchup as well to deliver. I think we've got 3 pallets outside each of the greenhouses, but I might do that in the next episode. I think I'm going to, in this episode, concentrate on showing you the snow clearing, or my attempts at snow clearing, and then we'll deliver milk and deal with the milk, and then off camera I will look after the animals. I will certainly put at least one load of TMR into the cows. My suspicion is that the sheep will still be okay, because I filled it up a couple of episodes ago, so that should last for a couple of months that was in there, but we'll check it up. Yeah, so it's a question of where you leave the drift. You've got to be careful to leave the drifts so that it doesn't block up access to anything else. So here I'll put it to the left in front of the horse paddocks, simply because we don't have any horses yet. We would have had to rethink that if we did have horses, but we don't, so the point is moot at the moment. So we'll just make a track up to here. Oh, that's another thing I must make a note of. I must I'll do it off camera. We've seen it before. I must get that bale of cotton into the store as well. We'll leave that there. We'll come and deal with the yard in a little while. Let's just work on our tracks. So if we go left here, we can put a track in front of the greenhouses. Yeah, you can see the 3 tomatoes. They'll obviously be frozen tomatoes now. And look at that one pallet. Seems to be stuck in the ground. Same way? No. I'm just putting this onto a bit of a time lapse now, and we'll get back to you once it's done and dusted. Well, certainly the farmyard is done and dusted. Right, we're back with me. Let's just check on the cows. Quite a bit of feed in there, but as I said, we're going to put, I think I'll put, looks like I'll need to put at least 2 more, maybe even 3 loads in there off camera. But we've got to get some milk down to the dairy. We've got about 44,000 litres of milk, so was it 46? I can't remember exactly. I did see it up there. So it's quite a few loads to get down. You might notice in that time lapse that I went into the store, at least into the shed, and I was about to drop off the snowplow, and I realized I'm going to need that snowplow on the way into town. So let's just get this all filled up and then we'll go and deal with the snow in the way to town. So that went a little bit easier than I expected. It's not perfect. I think I'll refine it a bit more as the winter months go on. I'm sure we're going to have to do it every morning. So I must look at the salt situation. I don't know how the salting works, whether it'll then keep it clear. Well, we'll see. Right, let's get started. So I'm going to show you this whole process all the way into town, simply because I want to give you an idea of how much slower it is to get into town when you're having to clear the snow. Obviously we'll only have to do this on the first load. Well, hopefully we'll only have to do this on the first load in. But I think, generally speaking, winter, that snow plow or that snow blower may just spend a lot of time on the front of this tractor, especially when we're traveling. Of course, I have now wondering why that wouldn't work, but as per usual, I was on trailer instead of on the right implement. I don't know when I'll ever learn. If I haven't learned now, it's probably never going to. So it's going to be a continuous problem. Right, let's get going. Right, I think we're shooting at it too far. Pretty much shooting it into our own yard. Or blowing it into our own yard. I do realize a little bit later that yeah, it's going a little bit high. Yeah, I'm doing a voiceover for this episode. I tried a new setting on recording the episode, and for some reason the sound didn't record. Not a major problem, because I do voiceovers for a lot of these, just so that it doesn't annoy my flatmates or my housemates. Yeah, so we've got that sort of readjusted now. It's probably still going a little bit too far. I think we should be trying to get it into this ditch. All things that we'll learn for the next time. I wonder if those ditches are specifically there to have the snow blown into during the winter months, so that when it thaws, it has a natural, almost river course or the canal course to follow. It makes a natural canal or river, or whatever you want to call it. Be interesting whether that's the main reason, whether it is just a what would I call it? It's not an irrigation, it's a I've forgotten what you call it now. That'll come to me. It's when you allow water to seep away, drainage. It's just a plain field drainage ditch, as opposed to a snow drainage ditch. And it's always a bit embarrassing when you can't find the right word, and the right word is actually a very simple word. It's only simple if you know it. Yeah, so as you can tell by now, we would probably have been in town, maybe even making the delivery. Of course, I won't show this every time. It's just nice sometimes, especially when you're doing something new on a normal route, just to follow the whole route. Yeah. You can enjoy the drive down, the snow blowing out, snow falling, pretty much a whiteout. Fantastic. Yeah, so I think I'll just clear the one track. My neighbours can obviously use this, and if they require wider tracks, then they can make that themselves. I mean, even if we do meet other traffic coming along here, we can just pull over onto the snow side. I don't know if it is the case, but I found in the UK occasionally when we have snow, which we're not equipped to deal with in the UK, everything grinds to a halt. But driving on the snow itself is not an issue. It's when it compacts into basically ice, and then it's ice. You might as well be on a skating rink. So we can start seeing town coming into view in the distance to the right. Even though it's winter, it's still a pretty impressive scene. Of course, we spent quite a bit of time in fall. We had all these beautiful colours of the leaves. It's a slightly more stark picture now, but has a beauty of its own, I suppose. So I haven't got far to go. I just hope that the powers that be in town have cleared the town roads of snow. I'd be pretty disappointed if they haven't. We shouldn't have to clear the town roads, well, not for free. But I'm pretty confident that they would have salted and cleared the roads. Wouldn't really have expected them to deal with this road. There's no other towns going out this way. It's just really farms and I suppose the biogas operation. But there's a main road further up that takes normal traffic and is tarred, so they're probably looking after that road. But this is what we would call I suppose a sea road in the UK. Certainly a country road. Just coming up to the other farm now on the right hand side. This little ditch that we can dump the snow into. The ditch on the left hand side actually looks deeper. Where I'm dumping it now is not really a ditch. Or blowing too. I don't know, it's another thing that perhaps people can tell me. When you're blowing the snow, is that a dump? Are you dumping it, or are you just banking it? What is the correct term for that? I don't know. Just going to adjust the spout so that we're not sending this too much into the animal yard. Just put it on the side of the road now. That's looking better. does look like, in the first glance, that the roads in the town have been looked after and are salted and clear. That's a good thing. We can get going at faster than 6 miles an hour. Yeah. Of course, we won't have to do this again today. We'll probably have to do it again tomorrow. Once again, I'll get back to having to find out what salting does, whether it stops snow falling. Shouldn't think it would. Yeah, that's that done, and the road is clear, so we'll just lift the snowplow and switch it off, and we'll head on up to the dairy and go and offload this load of milk. Yeah, town looking nice and white. Should be just up the road here now. There we go, the bakery there. Let's take a right. And we'll not go to the bakery. Should be just about into the... Yeah, there we go. Let's get that sorted and offloaded. It'll be interesting to see how much milk we've still got in there. Hopefully I'll remember to check it out. Perhaps when we drive around after we've offloaded. A little track to the in front of us here has not been cleared, but we'll just drive over that now. I think we'll just pop into the offices, can see what the stocks look like in there. 25,000, so we've just put 10,000 in, so there was 15,000 of the 30,000 we put in, so we put in another 30,000 today, so there's another 20,000, so that'll take us up to 65,000, of which was probably used. Yeah, so I think we can sell the last 2 loads, try and get some income in as well, because then that'll put us up to about 45,000. Yeah, that'll work. Right, so yeah, so we are getting a bit of a build up. 4,000 litres of ketchup, just under 3,000 litres of cheese, all in the stock, so that should fill up nicely, be close to full up by the time, well, I think it will be full. We may be selling full production by the time we have harvested the wheat. Right, so we're back at the farm. Going to load this up, and I think this load will be the first one that we sell. So we did put another load in, another 2 loads in to the dairy. This I'm going to sell directly to, well, let's see where we can get the best price. Right, there we go. Milk Best price is the dairy, but that's the next one is bakery. So we'll deliver this to the bakery, and then we'll take it from there. Right, let's just have a look. Yeah, so there's 45,000 into the already in the dairy. So if we do it at the same, sort of be 15 or 20,000. That'll give us about 25,000 to carry forward till for the next month, just to kind of build up the stock there. But we don't need to keep that full all the time. We just need to have enough so that it can produce and have a bit for in case as such. Once we've are starting to produce pizza. Right, let's get that delivered. Should make a decent amount of money out of that. Only took 7,000. For some reason it didn't show the amount that it made. But just judging that it's probably just under 10,000 for that. I wonder why. But anyway, oh, there we go. 9,443. Oh, that's a train line. Don't go on the train line. Wow. Luckily no trains. Different pictures are presented with the snow on there, so you kind of react differently to your normal routines. So we'll just pop the rest into the diner. We have to start looking at it. This diner has the monopoly on everything because the bakery just needs 7,000 litres to make it full. For us that's a bit of a doddle. It means the only other place that we can deliver to make money is the diner. So I think we need to start thinking of our own, creating a bit of competition for the diner. Maybe we'll get some better prices. In any case, we'll get on back to the farm. Right, so we've still got another 6,000 in here. Get that picked up and we'll deliver that to the diner. And I think that's pretty much where we're going to end this episode. We're going to just do all the other little bits and pieces that I mentioned. So we'll feed the animals. In the next episode we'll look to deal with the tomatoes and the ketchup and see what we need to do with the snow. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Cheerio.